The tragic tale of Hippolyte's belt and Hercules is one of deeply intertwined with love and betrayal, and the fickle nature of the gods. Hippolyte, the queen of the Amazons, possessed a wondrous belt gifted to her by Ares, the god of war. This belt was not just a mere accessory, but a symbol of her power and authority among her people. The Amazons were fierce and independent warrior women who revered their queen and the strength she represented. Meanwhile, Hercules found himself in a situation where he needed to obtain Hippolyte's belt as part of his trials. King Eurystheus demanded the belt as one of his tasks, the reason being simply that his daughter desired the belt for herself. Hercules set out on a journey to the land of the Amazons, hoping to acquire the belt through diplomacy rather than force. When he arrived, Queen Hippolyte was impressed by his courage and strength, and she was initially willing to part with the belt as a gesture of friendship. However, the conniving goddess Hera, who harbored a deep resentment towards Hercules, intervened. Disguised as an Amazon, Hera spread rumors among the Amazons that Hercules intended to kidnap Hippolyte and steal the belt by force. Suspicion and paranoia took hold among the warrior women, leading to a tragic misunderstanding. In the midst of the chaos, a battle erupted between Hercules and his cohort and the Amazons. Despite his best efforts to avoid bloodshed, Hercules was forced to fight his way out. In the chaos of the battle, Hippolyte was killed, and Hercules claimed the belt as his prize. It was a bitter victory, tainted by the loss of a noble queen and the betrayal orchestrated by the vengeful Hera. The story of Hippolyte's belt serves as a cautionary tale about the consequence of deception and manipulation, as well as the tragic outcomes that can result from misunderstandings fueled by jealousy and mistrust. Geryon was a fearsome man of Greek mythology, known for his monstrous appearance and the magnificent herd of cattle he possessed. Geryon's parentage is a tragic aspect of his story. He was one of many grandchildren of the Titans Oceanus and Tethys. Despite his divine lineage, Geryon was often portrayed as an outcast, isolated, due to his monstrous appearance with 3 heads and 6 arms. The prized possession of Geryon was his herd of magnificent cattle, which were guarded fiercely and were said to be descended from the divine cattle of the sun god Helios. Their hides gleamed like rubies in the sunlight, and their milk was said to possess magical properties. In one of his legendary feats, Hercules was tasked with retrieving the cattle of Geryon as one of his 12 labors. King Eurystheus, seeking to test Hercules' strength and courage, commanded him to journey to the distant land where Geryon dwelt and steal the prized cattle. Hercules, ever eager to prove himself and atone for his past sins, embarked on the perilous quest. On his way to western modern-day Spain, he found the heat so unbearable that he shot an arrow up to the sun. The sun god Helios was so impressed with the audacity and strength of Hercules that he provided him with the same cup the god used to sail across the sky from day to day. Another notable event was that, with the mountains being in his way, he was able to break them apart, forming the modern Strait of Gibraltar. Upon reaching Geryon's realm, Hercules confronted the giant and his fearsome watchdog Orthus, a monstrous 2-headed hound. In a fierce battle, Hercules slew both Geryon and Orthus, claiming victory over the guardian of the cattle. However, the story takes another turn when Hera, ever the antagonist to Hercules, intervened once again. She sent a gadfly to torment the cattle, causing them to scatter in panic. In the chaos that ensued, Hercules struggled to corral the panicked beast and return them to Greece. It took him about a year. Despite his best efforts, Hercules lost a few of the prized cattle, but when he finally presented the remaining herd to King Eurystheus, it was a bittersweet victory marred by the loss of Geryon, the theft of his beloved cattle, and the meddling of the vengeful Hera. Eurystheus, once the task was complete, simply sacrificed the cows to Hera. One of the cows that was tormented by the fly actually swam all the way to Italy, and the word at the time for bulls was Italus, and that is apparently how Italy got its name.